Testing, 1, 2, 3. There we go. That should be working now. Welcome into the Les Schwab Plains Tires broadcast booth. 3:15 to go in halftime. Wayne up 23-19. As a late layup at the end of the half puts the Badgers up by 4. As we're readjusting all of our settings, there's a quick run over as we're going to update the station on main scoreboard as we get ready for the second half. It's a close one, kind of like we expected. Welcome back into the Les Schwab Plains Tires broadcast booth. In the middle of a Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Rebels basketball on 98.3 and online at mylocalradio.com. Badgers up 23-19 over the Rebels. As we are just getting this stream underway from the girls game, who advanced to the round of 8 with a commanding victory over the ICS Lions. It wasn't everything they wanted it to be. It was a little sloppy at times, but in the tournament, all you have to do is survive and advance. Survive and advance. That's the name of the game here in the playoffs. We've got 35 seconds left before we start the second half. As bear with me, as that was a long, long journey up and down lots of flights of stairs as I try to catch my breath on the fly. As we are stationed behind the scorer's table at a bit of an angle, as it looks like it'll be Rebels basketball to start the half, as they will be attacking left from right from the scorer's table. Badgers will be attacking right from left, as it looks like the 5 to start for the Badgers in the second half. Number 11, Riker Peterson. Number 10, Garrett Robbins. Number 11, we already got Riker Peterson. Number 4, Jake Peterson. Number 2, Reed Edwards. And number 45, Hunter Mitchell, to round out the 5. There's actually one more player that I cannot see on the far side. As the Rebels 5, it'll be Cornea, Desch, Meerbrook, Hoffman, and Pace. Pace has it on the left wing. Rebels start the ball down 4, 7:53 to go in the Epic Recreation third quarter as Carson Meerbrook catches at the free throw line and will be called for the steps. 23-19 on the station on main scoreboard. Been a relatively low scoring affair as Riker Peterson will walk it up the floor. Finds Robbins on the right wing. Rebels in a zone. Top the key. It's Mitchell. They go to the right corner for Peterson. To Riker Peterson up top. To the middle of the floor for Mitchell. Backdoor cut. Nice find there as Robbins lays it in. 25-19 on the station on main scoreboard. As the good ball movement from the Badgers pays off, it's Desch to walk it up the floor for the Rebels. Finds Cornea on the right wing. He attacks left, hands it off to Hoffman. Continues his drive down the wing to Muirbrook in the right corner. His three short. Grabs his own miss, lays it up, off glass, no good, but he will draw the foul on number 45, Hunter Mitchell, as Muirbrook will go to the line for two Bear Lake Realty free throws. With 7:07 to go in the Epic Recreation third quarter. That's Mitchell's third foul, first of the half, against the Badgers. Muirbrook's free throw on the way, rattles around and falls. Cuts the deficit to 5. Muirbrook back to the line, into the routine. Second Bear Lake Realty free throw on the way is good. 25-24 on the Station on Main scoreboard. 7:07 to go in the Epic Recreation third quarter. Riker Peterson's going to walk it up the floor. Rebels press to the quarter for Edwards. His pass to the timeline, nicely saved by Peterson as he navigates his way down the lane. Left-hand layup on the way, good. That's a nice tough bucket. It's a tough bucket there from Peterson as he's able to navigate through a few players. Rebels have the ball. They trail 27-21. Cornea down the lane as he's going to be fouled from behind by Riker Peterson. Crawford Troth inbounds play in the hands of Jaden Cornea, as that foul is against the aforementioned Riker Peterson, his first. Hoffman has it in the right corner to Desch on the right wing, finds pace top of the key. Picks up his dribble to Desch on the right wing. Hands it off to Cornea. Looks to attack, drives down the left side, hands it off to Pace. Pace surveys, pump fakes. Picks up his dribble, uses his body, tries to find Desch back door. That'll be turned over as the Badgers basketball. Peterson to Robbins. Into the corner, back to Mitchell, down the lane. His shot no good, but was fouled on the play. It'll send Hunter Robbins to the free throw line. Hunter Mitchell to the free throw line, where he is a 58% free throw shooter. 6:09 to go in the Epic Recreation third quarter. Rebels trail 27-21 on the Station on Main scoreboard. First free throw on the way. Rattles around and falls out. Looked good from Mitchell. 6:09 to go in the Epic Recreation third. Rebels trail by 6. Back into the routine. Free throw in the air. That one rattles around this time. Bounces on the back rim 3 times, but falls. 28-21, 7-point deficit. Rebels with the ball across the timeline. It's Cornea on the right wing. Hoffman, top of the key. Drives. Tries to dump it off to Muirbrook. Instead, that's stolen by the Badgers. Here they come back the other way. Peterson down the lane. Nearly loses it. Instead, finds Edwards. We're going to get a double dribble call. As Rebels will get the possession back, they trail by 7. 5:50 to go in the Epic Recreation third quarter. We are at Richfield High School for Game 1 of the boys 1A state tournament. I'm Aaron Poling. Thank you for joining us. 28-21 as Cornea navigates down the right wing line to Muirbrook. Layup no good. Muirbrook gets his rebound, goes up, lays it in. Carson Muirbrook with the dogged effort cuts the deficit to 5. 28-23. 5:30 to go in the Epic Recreation third quarter. Riker Peterson will dribble it up the floor for the Badgers. On the wing to Robbins. Back to Peterson. Robbins into the corner for Jake Peterson. Pump fakes, pulls up from 15, no good. Desch skies for the rebound. Here come the Rebels. Throws it ahead to Hunter Pace. He makes the catch, lays it off glass, and good. Hunter Pace with a tough finish, cuts the deficit to 3, 28-25. 5 minutes to go in the Epic Recreation third quarter. The Badgers coming in as the 8 seed, the Rebels the 9 seed. As this is the 8-9 matchup, it's usually the most exciting matchup of the tournament. So far, hasn't disappointed. 28-25 on the Station on Main scoreboard. Jake Peterson in the left corner. His pass to Riker Peterson up top. He surveys, doesn't have his dribble. Continues to hold on to it. And we're going to get Independent Software Solutions timeout called by the Wayne bench. Listen to Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Rebels basketball on 98.3 FM and online at mylocalradio.com. 28-25, Rebels trail on the station on main scoreboard. We'll be back after this.
Whether you're kicking up the dust in the hills, making waves down on the lake, or taking advantage of the world's greatest powder, don't just hope to have fun. Take that sled by the handlebars and make your time at Bear Lake epic. Epic Recreation rents equipment and cabins for your vacation fun at beautiful Bear Lake. From watercraft, large and small, to UTVs, sleds, and more, Epic Recreation has it all. On-road, off-road, or out on the Caribbean blue water. Book your next adventure at epicrecreation.net.
Welcome back to the Les Schwab Plains Tires broadcast booth in the middle of the Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Rebels basketball on 98.3 FM and online at mylocalradio.com. 28-25, Rebels trail. Badgers with the basketball. They got 8 to go on the shot clock. As it's Riker Peterson. Behind the back dribble. He's going to pull up from way downtown. That's off the side of the rim and out. Jarrett Mason's fresh into the ball game. Gets the rebound, throws it ahead to Weston, who's also fresh into the ball game and will be called for the travel. 4:21 to go in the Epic Recreation third quarter. 28-25 on the station on main scoreboard. Five on the floor for the Rebels. Weston, Pace, Mason, Muirbrook, and Desch. 5 on the floor for the Badgers. Hunter Mitchell, who banks in the free throw line jumper, pushes the lead to 30 to 25 on the station on main scoreboard. As it's Mitchell, Jake Peterson, Riker Peterson, Robbins, and Reed Edwards. Weston has at the top the key. He drives down the lane, kicks to Muirbrook in the corner. Goes inside to Desch. Desch off glass, no good, but is fouled on the play. Jaden Desch will shoot 2 Bear Lake Realty free throws. Great job there from Desch as he was able to use his body to get positioning. It's a nice find from Muirbrook as well. That's a third foul against Jake Peterson. Not necessarily the worst foul in the world if you're the Badgers. First free throw on the way, no good. Desch back to the line, looking to cut it to 4. Free throw on the way, no good. 0 for 2 from the Bear Lake Realty free throw line. Riker Peterson's going to slowly walk it across the timeline into the offense for the Badgers. Robbins has it on the left wing. Back to Riker Peterson up top, back to Robbins. Back to Peterson as they continue to play catch into the hands of Robbins. Mitchell, his elbow jumper on the way, no good, in and out. Looks like he's real comfortable from that spot, so you got to watch out there if you're the Rebels. Weston looks to push. Back dribbles out. Goes around Mitchell on the way to the hoop. Layup is good, but he was fouled on the floor, as that was actually Riker Peterson guarding him. Crawford Trout the inbounds play in the hands of Drake Weston. As he tries to find Muirbrook, that is kicked. Good defense there from Riker Peterson. Checking the ball game for the Badgers, number 42, that's Jake Batty. He'll replace Hunter Mitchell. Inbound play goes to Muirbrook, finds Desch. They go inside to Carson Muirbrook on the left block, spins back, lays it up, no good. Rebound pulled in by the Badgers. That's a good move there from Muirbrook, just couldn't finish. They push it ahead into the corner for Edwards, unable to complete the catch, out of bounds. Rebels catch a break there as Noah Perry's going to check in for Muirbrook. Carter Hoffman's going to check in as well for Hunter Pace. 3:06 to go in the Epic Recreation third quarter, 30-25. Rebels trail by 5 on the station on main scoreboard. Weston's going to initiate the offense as he walks up the middle of the floor. Goes to the corner for Mason. He fires the 3. That's long. As it's tried to save it right into the hands of Hoffman. Finds Noah Perry, who lays it in. Good effort there from Carter Hoffman as he backed off the defender trying to save the ball inbounds. Caught it in his chest, finds Noah Perry. They cut the lead to 30-27 as Perry lays it in from under the rim. Batty, middle of the floor. Go to Edwards, left wing, inside, shot no good, but we'll get 2 free throws for the Badgers. Fouls on Noah Perry. Or excuse me, that's on Hoffman, his first. Then all of a sudden Batty to the free throw line. First free throw on the way is good. 31-27 on the station on main scoreboard. Batty back to the free throw line. Lets it go, rimming out. Rebound pulled in by Noah Perry. Here come the Rebels back the other way. It's Weston down the middle of the floor. Attacks the lane, down the lane, no good. Rebound pulled in by Batty. He just flips it ahead to Edwards, who has it poked away from behind. It'll be Rebels basketball. Good effort there from the Rebels to get back. 2:23 to go in the Epic Recreation third quarter. For the Rebels, you got to start making your layups. Go to Edwards in the corner. Inside to Jake Peterson. He takes one dribble, bumped on the floor. Will be a foul called against the Rebels, as that's on Noah Perry, his first. 2:19 to go in the Epic Recreation third quarter. Third of the half against the Rebels, as the Badgers will inbound. They do so, middle of the floor, layup is good. Rebels defense falls asleep as Jake Peterson's able to lay it up. Here comes Weston down the floor, hands it to Mason. Probably got away with a double dribble there. Spins, finds Hoffman, his corner three, blocked. As the Badgers are swarming, we're going to get a foul called against the Rebels. A little out of sorts there, that offensive possession. As Noah Perry picks up his second foul. So again, not the worst foul in the world for the Rebels, as it looked like the Badgers would have been off and running. Pace checks back in for Desch. Testing, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, test, test, test. Testing, 1, 2, 3. I think we're back. Welcome back to the Les Schwab Plains Tires broadcast booth. Sorry about the technical difficulties. A little kid running around kicked out our internet cord, and that lost our whole entire broadcast. 39-36, 6:26 to go in the Bear Lake Memorial Hospital fourth quarter. Walker with the rebound, gets the foul. As we are in the Bear Lake Memorial Hospital fourth quarter. Rebels down 3. They trailed by as much as 7 here in the fourth quarter. As Jaden Cornea walks it up the floor, Rebels with the opportunity to tie. Goes to Walker, top of the key, just buried a corner 3. He attacks the lane, finds Meerbrook, 15-foot corner jumper, back rim and out. Here come the Badgers back the other way. Riker Peterson down the lane, slows down. Rebels come with a trap. They go to the corner for Hunter Mitchell. His shot no good. Pace had the rebound, but falling down, pulled away by a Badger. Shot on the way, no good. We're going to foul against the Rebels. Badgers get away with one there, as that was a travel. As head coach Lex Cornea with the patented hand on the hips when he doesn't agree with something. As that foul is against Mason, that's his third. Both teams will be shooting the 1-and-1 after their next foul. Into the corner. 3 on the way from Edwards, no good. Rebound pulled in by the Badgers. Badgers fans wanted a foul there. It looked like a hand got to the head of the rebounder. They swing it top of the key. On the wing for Riker Peterson. He's going to fire the 3, that's good. 42-36 as Cornea will walk it up the floor. Hands to Pace. Looks to attack, pulls up, top of the key shot, no good, as he was fouled on the play. There's a late whistle. As Pace will shoot 3 Bear Lake Realty free throws. First free throw on the way from Pace, rattles out. Jaden Desch will check back in for the Rebels. Second free throw on the way, no good. That last free throw was good. We're experiencing technical difficulties we're trying to work through. We appreciate your patience. As Pace will step back to the free throw line. 42-37 on the Station on Main scoreboard. Third free throw on the way, no good. Pace goes 1 for 3 from the line. 42-37. Here come the Badgers back the other way. Stolen by Jaden Corney. He looks to attack down the lane. His right-hand layup, good! Rebels cut it back within 3. This has been the wall for the Rebels so far in their comeback efforts. As we're going to Independent Software Solutions timeout called by the Rebels. Just in a Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation, Rich Rebels basketball on 98.3 FM and online at mylocalradio.com.
Amazing people work at the Bear Lake Memorial Hospital in Montpelier. From the receptionists to the doctors, the x-ray techs to the food service staff, from the phlebotomist to housekeeping and everyone in between. The care you receive can't be matched anywhere else. We really care about your health. We care about you. We work hard to have top quality equipment and facilities and provide a wide range of services so we can serve every patient. When selecting your healthcare providers, choose Bear Lake Memorial Hospital. You'll feel the difference.
Welcome back to the Les Schwab Plains Tires broadcast booth in the middle of a Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Rebels basketball on 98.3 FM and online at mylocalradio.com. 5 minutes even to go in the Bear Lake Memorial Hospital fourth quarter, 42-39 on the Station on Main scoreboard. Badgers over the Rebels. Peterson, we're going to foul called against the Rebels. Badgers will shoot the 1-and-1. Fouls against Walker, his second, team 7th. Both teams shooting the bonus the rest of the way with 4:54 to go. Free throws will become huge as it is Jake Batty to step to the line. Max Preps has him listed as a 44% free throw shooter, but I don't know, just watching him at the line, he doesn't look like a 44% shooter. First one on the way is good. Batty will go back to the line and shoot the second half of the 1-and-1 as Carter Hoffman's going to check in for the Rebels. He'll replace Jarrett Mason. Batty back to the line. Shoot the second one. On the way is good. Jaden Corney will walk it up the floor for the Rebels. They trail by 5. 4:50 to go in the Bear Lake Memorial Hospital fourth quarter. Hands it off to Pace. Looks to turn the corner. Gets around his defender. Lays it off the glass. No good. As that ball will bounce off of the Rebels out of bounds. Pace was behind the ball carrier. I don't know if it hit Cornea in the foot. Tough to see from up here, but the Badgers will get the ball back. 4:38 to go in the Bear Lake Memorial Hospital fourth quarter. Rebels bring the pressure. It's Riker Peterson. Escapes down the left sideline. No one stops him as he lays it around. No good. Desch with the rebound. Pushes it ahead to Hoffman in front of everyone. He goes up with the right-hand layup. Good as the Rebels cut it back to 3. And another. We got a whistle. I believe that's a delay of game warning against the Rebels. Down 3, not often you see that you get a delay of game warning. But you cannot touch the ball after it goes through the hoop. Edwards, middle of the floor. Finds Robbins, he drives baseline, kicks it out to Edwards. Thought about the 3 instead. Holds on, middle of the floor to Batty. Riker Peterson fakes the 3, pulls up from 15. That's rattles around and falls. Good touch there from Peterson, 46-41 as the teams exchange buckets. Cornea, top to key, goes to Pace on the left wing. Walker in the corner, gets a screen, looks to attack, down the lane, his right-hand layup, good! As this time, we're getting Independent Software Solutions timeout called by the Rebels. Listen to Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Rebels basketball on 98.3 FM and online at mylocalradio.com.
Whatever brings you to Evanston, whether it's high school sports, a teaching conference, music festivals, speech and debate, or your job, always book your hotel reservations at the Best Western Dunmar Inn. With 165 ground-level rooms on 10 beautiful acres, the Best Western offers everything you need, including clean, comfortable rooms, a business office, workout room, and a full-service restaurant, plus a complimentary breakfast with every stay. Whenever you're in Evanston, make your hotel reservations with your friends at the Best Western Dunmar Inn.
Welcome back to the Les Schwab Plains Tires broadcast booth. The Nova Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Rebels basketball on 98.3 FM and online at mylocalradio.com. 46-43, the Badgers over the Rebels. As we talked all week about how this was the 8-9 matchup, and it has lived up to the billing. It'll be Badgers basketball. They're up by 3. Rebels to bring the pressure. A little bit of a 2-2-1 for the Rebels. As Peterson works it on the right wing to Edwards, still in the backcourt, fires it ahead to Robbins, as we're going to get a whistle blown, traveling violation called against the Badgers. Rebels get the ball, 3:35 to go in the Bear Lake Memorial Hospital fourth quarter. Opportunity to tie with a 3, can cut it to 1 with a bucket. Cornea to initiate the offense. Goes to pace. Walker gets the screen, looks to attack, spins back through the lane, floats one up, no good. As the rebound pulled in by Carter Hoffman, he lays it in. Great effort there from Hoffman. Cuts the lead to 1, 46-45 as the Rebels press. Peterson dribbles into the trap, continues his dribble, navigates the traffic, throws a pass that's going to be out of bounds as Jake Peterson was unable to gather. Riker Peterson did a great job of navigating traffic. As it'll be Rebels basketball, they can take the lead with the basket. As Jarrett Mason checks in for Trey Walker. Cornea. Will walk it across the timeline at about the 28-second mark. Took his time. Rebels look to set up the offense. He drives right, hands it to Mason. Mason gets a pick, hands it to Desch. Desch going downhill is going to be called for the offensive foul. As I believe that was Mitchell that stood in. Badgers are calling for free throws, but due to a player control foul, you do not shoot free throws in the bonus. Worth a shot, though. Riker Peterson has the ball. Rebels pressing again. Edwards back to Peterson on the left wing. Survey stops before he gets to the half-court line. The Badgers do a good job breaking the press as they find Jake Peterson, middle of the floor. Into the corner for Edwards. He thought about the 3 instead. Goes inside. Batty lays it in. Back to a 3-point lead for the Badgers, 48-45 as Cornea pushes it up the floor. Fakes the handoff to Hoffman. Down the lane, uses the body, gets fouled on the way to the hoop. Will shoot 2 free throws. Cornea does a good job there, using his body to shield off the defender. They let the initial bump go, but on the second shot, he used his body to force the defender to come across, as he will shoot 2 Bear Lake Realty free throws. First one on the way, rattles around and rolls in. 48-46 as Trey Walker checks in for Jarrett Mason. Defense for offense. Cornea back to the line. Second Bear Lake Realty free throws, good. 48-47 on the Station on Main scoreboard. Badgers lead by 1. Rebels bring pressure. Edwards back to Peterson. He's going to dribble down the wing, falls down, loses it to Hunter Pace. Here come the Rebels back the other way, 2-on-1, finds Cornea, off glass, good! Rebels have the lead. Hunter Pace finds Jaden Cornea for the layup. Rebels up 49-48 on the Station on Main scoreboard. We're going to foul from behind. As Cornea slaps the floor, he knows that's one that you don't want to give there. As that'll send, I believe that's Garrett Robbins to the free throw line. Carson Muirbrook's going to check in for Trey Walker. It'll be 1-1 for Garrett Robbins. Couple left-hand dribbles. Lefty free throw on the way. Rattles around and out as Jaden Desch comes away with the rebound. Rebels up 49-48 on the station on main scoreboard. Desch looks to attack, hesitates. Fakes the handoff, goes down the lane, hands it to Muirbrook. Muirbrook shot blocked, gets his own rebound. Second opportunity, good! Rebels go up by 3. Carson Muirbrook stays with it, and the Rebels have a 3-point lead with 1:42 to go in the Bear Lake Memorial Hospital fourth quarter as Peterson crosses the timeline. Badgers into the offense. Robbins, corner. So they go inside, stolen by Muirbrook, gives it to Pace. Here come the Rebels back the other way as Hunter Pace, the senior, with a senior move, instead of pushing it, finds Jaden Cornea. Rebels will set up the offense. Desch catches on the right wing, pressured immediately. Gets a screen, finds Cornea. Lobs it up to Hoffman, backdoor, lays it in. Rebels go up by 5. Good find there, Jaden Cornea. That's going to force an Independent Software Solutions timeout called by the Badgers. The Rebels come back and take a 5-point lead. You're listening to a special presentation of Rich Rebels basketball on 98.3 FM and online at mylocalradio.com.
Whether you're kicking up the dust in the hills, making waves down on the lake, or taking advantage of the world's greatest powder, don't just hope to have fun. Take that sled by the handlebars and make your time at Bear Lake epic. Epic Recreation rents equipment and cabins for your vacation fun at beautiful Bear Lake. From watercraft large and small to UTVs, sleds, and more, Epic Recreation has it all. On-road, off-road, or out on the Caribbean blue water. Book your next adventure at epicrecreation.net.
Welcome back to the Les Schwab Plains Tires broadcast booth in the Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Rebels basketball on 98.3 FM and online at mylocalradio.com. We've been here before with the Rebels. They're up by 5 with 1:11 to go in the Bear Lake Memorial Hospital fourth quarter. They've been here before and they've suffered a lot of heartbreak, but this is where you can make up for all that heartbreak. You know, you think about the Mount Vernon loss. They're up by 2 heading into the final 10 seconds. They lose on a three-pointer within the last 10 seconds. A couple losses to Tabiona that were really close. It's all about execution down the stretch here for the Rebels. They can execute defensively here, get a stop. They're going to put themselves in a really good spot. As Jaden Corney does a great job there, forcing Peterson to pick the ball up in the backcourt as they were rolling it to the half-court line. Smart basketball all around. Into the corner. Back up top for Robbins. Navigates. Tries to find a pass. Tipped by Hoffman, but right into the hands of Peterson. Fires the 3. Buries the 3. Huge shot there from Riker Peterson to bring it back within 2. Here come the Rebels. Desch drives baseline. Spins back. As we're going to get a whistle blown. Player went down, but I think it was an Independent Software Solutions timeout called by the Rebels. With that, you're listening to a Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Rebels basketball on 98.3 FM and online at mylocalradio.com.
This presentation on mylocalradio.com is also brought to you in part by Hoover Chiropractic. With over 3 decades of experience, Dr. Todd Hoover can help you with all the chiropractic work you need, plus x-rays, blood work, a weight loss program, and can help you get rid of allergies and migraines. Dr. Todd Hoover with Hoover Chiropractic in Evanston.
Supporting the Rich Rebels in everything they do. J-Bar Auto and J-Bar Excavation in Randolph provide services to Rich Rebel fans every day. Auto repair, tires, sand, and gravel. J-Bar Auto and J-Bar Excavation on Main Street in Randolph. Stop in today.
Welcome back to the Les Schwab Plains Tires broadcast booth. Crawford Troth inbounds play in the hands of Jaden Cornea. 53-51. Rebels with a 2-point lead. Huge possession here. He throws it inside to Desch. Desch turns, shot, blocked, no good. Buddy is fouled on the play. Jaden Desch will shoot 2 Bear Lake Realty free throws with 40.1 to go. Still had about 19 left to go on the shot clock. But from that deep inside, you may never get the ball that close to the basket again. I understand the shot, but he knocks it down, knocks down both free throws. It's a mute point. Jaden Desch to the free throw line. First free throw on the way, no good. This is a must-have here for Desch. 53-51, 40 seconds to go in the ball game. Desch back to the free throw line. This one's good. That's a big make there. Now you cannot lose the lead, or you can only be tied on a three-pointer as the Rebels will bring in Trey Walker for Hunter Pace. They're going to bring some pressure here. 37 to go in the ball game. They push it ahead into the corner for Robbins. Surveys. One dribble, back to the corner. It's Batty. Skip pass. It's Peterson who just buried a three-pointer. He's going to pump fake, fire from the top to key. In and out. Trey Walker with the rebound. Turns, tries to find Desch, but is fouled. That is a 10th team foul. Trey Walker shooting 2 free throws. 20.2 to go in the Bear Lake Memorial Hospital fourth quarter. That's a huge rebound by the Rebels. Great defensive possession. As Walker will go to the line to shoot 2 free throws. Trey get 2 cracks at it here to make it a 2-possession game. Into the routine. Bends at the knees. Free throw on the way. No good. Rebels haven't been very good here in the fourth quarter from the free throw line. They have to get better. Walker does a smart thing, though. Steps away from the line to reset himself. Take a deep breath. You only need one. Walker back to the line. Second one on the way. No good. As the Badgers pull in the rebound. That's a huge dodge bullet there for the Badgers. Here comes Peterson up the wing. We're going to get a foul called. Offensive foul! Trey Walker hustling back. Gets the foul on the backtrack. You can see, well, you can't see it because we don't have the video, but Walker is fired up as he took a shot as he drops to his knees. Rebels still have to inbound. 13.8 to go in the Bear Lake Memorial Hospital fourth quarters. Hunter Pace is going to check into the ballgame, probably to replace Trey. As you know, you go 0 for 2 from the line. You could put your head down and pout about it, but Trey kept playing, drew the foul. It's actually the back official from the baseline that called it, as the Rebels find Hoffman. Has it poked away from behind, 10 seconds to go. Mitchell has it, crosses the timeline, 7 seconds, into the corner. Catch. There's going to be a foul on the play by the Rebels with 3 to go. Not a bad foul by the Rebels there. 3.3 to go. If you remember the last Manila game, the Rebels had to miss on purpose. We are probably in that area where the Badgers are probably going to miss this second one on purpose, as they're going to shoot 2 free throws, as it'll be Robbins to shoot. He's a 51% shooter. Noah Perry's going to check in for the Rebels, so I know Lex Corney is thinking along those lines. First one on the way, no good. As Hunter Pace is going to check out, as Perry's going to go deep on the last spot on the block. Send Desch. Cornea will actually replace Jaden Desch at the rebound line. I don't know about that. 3.3 to go. They miss on purpose. Front rim. And that's going to be a violation as the shooter stepped in before it hit the rim. As Walker checks back in, so does Pace. We're actually going to get, I think, an Independent Software Solutions timeout called by the Rebels. Yep. Listen to Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Rebels basketball on 98.3 FM and online at mylocalradio.com. 3.3 to go in the Bear Lake Memorial Hospital fourth quarter. Rebels basketball out of bounds under their own hoop. As we're going to keep it right here, both teams are in the double bonus. Rebels trailed by as many as 7 in the third quarter. They've done a great job getting back, getting the lead. As one of the coaches goes over to a referee to make sure that they have to stay in place. Because of the violation, I believe that they are not allowed to run baseline. So it's going to be important for the inbounder to take a step back from the sideline, try to get as much room as possible, as there's about 3 to 4 feet in between the wall and the baseline where the Rebels can really back up and get some space, because you got a couple of 6'4" players for the Badgers, one in Mitchell and one in Batty. And throwing over them is not going to be fun, as it actually looks like they're going to have Edwards guard the inbound pass. 3.3 to go. Survive and advance. That's the mission. Rebels need to get it inbounds. As they want the referee to drop the ball. The second horn never went off. Here comes Hoffman. He'll inbound. Hoffman surveys. Finds Pace in the corner. He wraps up. Makes the catch, gets fouled. 2.6 to go in the ball game. Hunter Pace to step to the line for 2 free throws. Just need 1. As who better than to salt away a victory for the Rebels than Hunter Pace, the senior. Steps to the line. 2 dribbles. First Bear Lake Realty free throw on the way. Short. Pace back to the line as we're going to get a timeout called by the Wayne bench. As this is a good timeout called by the Badgers. After a miss like that, you're going to force Pace to think about it. Listen to Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Rebels basketball on 98.3 FM and online at mylocalradio.com. First horn goes off. As 2.6 to go. Hunter Pace back to the free throw line, consulted away with a make. But you got to imagine, once again, going back to the first Manila game this time, we saw the Rebels pull off a play in about 5 seconds to get an open three-pointer as there's one free throw left. You can see Desch and Muirbrook are guarding at the well, you can't see that, but it's radio only. But Desch and Muirbrook are guarding the defensive three-point line. Cornea is in the middle of the floor. Hoffman's guarding one of the guards as Pace steps up and buries the free throw. That will about do it. 55-51 Rebels. Half-court chuck on the way. No good. As Muirbrook gets the rebound, the horn goes off, and the Rebels survive in advance as they take out a very, very game Wayne Badgers program, as this was a very, very good basketball game. 55-51, Rebels with the victory. You listen to a Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Rebels basketball on 98.3 FM and online at mylocalradio.com. We'll be right back with the postgame show after this.
Light up your world with a custom-built LED sign from Rocky Mountain Sign in Evanston. It's a proven fact that signage that lights up creates more attention. So light it up and then add text, images, and video, and your sign becomes even more powerful. Start sharing your advertising messages and information with your customers today. The team at Rocky Mountain Sign provides all types of quality signage that is custom-built and maintained. Call today for a free quote. Rocky Mountain Sign, 307-789-5202. Rocky Mountain Sign, serving customers in Wyoming, Utah, and Idaho.
As one of the region's most visited websites, mylocalradio.com is here to serve you. Catch up on local and regional news and information. Buy, sell, or trade your good used items on the radio classifieds. Check the weather forecast or catch our live coverage of your high school teams in action, all on mylocalradio.com. Like us on Facebook so you never miss a giveaway, and visit mylocalradio.com today to stream it all live.
When you drive on the best tires that are rotated, balanced, and inflated properly, you can save money 2 ways. The best tires can reduce wear and tear on your vehicle. That saves you money in the long run. The best tires can also improve your overall miles per gallon. That helps you save every time to fill up at the pump. At Freeway Tire in Evanston, we offer the best tires with the best service for every vehicle. Make sure you're running on the best tires you can. Visit Freeway Tire today, 217 Bear River Drive, Evanston.
Welcome back to the Les Schwab Plains Tires broadcast booth in the middle of Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Rebels basketball on 98.3 FM and online at mylocalradio.com. The Rebels survive in advance. They take out the Badgers 55-51. We talked about this game being the 8-9 matchup and how great of a matchup it was going to be, and this game exceeded expectations as it was a really good contest between two really evenly matched teams. And I was talking to someone from ICS about this game as the Rebels and the Badgers are kind of very similar in a way where they're probably third place in their region, had some really close, tough losses, but had some really good wins as the Rebels take care of the Badgers. Time for Jimmy John's Freaky Fast recap, and I can only recap what I saw for you. Second half, the Rebels trailed by 4, 23-19 after a buzzer beater layup by the Badgers. Put them up by 4. Rebels bounced back. They trailed by as many as 7 in the third quarter. They're able to come back. They take the lead with about 1:10 left, and we're able to hold on as Hunter Pace buries the free throw to put the Rebels up 4. Last second heave by the Badgers hits the side of the backboard. Actually looked good. I thought it was going in, so that free throw would have been huge if it did. But that has been your Jimmy John's Freaky Fast recap. When we come back, we'll have your player of the game for both the boys and the girls, because we were unable to do a post-game earlier. You're listening to a Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Rebels basketball on 98.3 FM and online at mylocalradio.com.
Precision, the quality, condition, or fact of being exact and accurate.
Precision is important. Scoring the next point, making the perfect shot, getting the best score. And when you think of your dentist, you want precision to be the first word that comes to mind. That's why patients are so pleased with Dr. McKay Frankum. He provides precision family dentistry at reasonable prices to every patient. Dr. McKay Frankum, call today for an appointment.
Call Dr. McKay Frankum at 789-8910.
Welcome back to the Les Schwab Plains Tires broadcast booth in the middle of a special presentation of Rich Rebels basketball on 98.3 FM and online at mylocalradio.com. The Rebels win 55-51, but we didn't get a chance to do a post-game show because I tried to hustle over here, get here as quickly as possible. And the Rebels, we're going to give a player of the game to both the boys and the girls. For the boys, I think you have to give the play of the game to Hunter Pace with the steal. Then he finds Carter Hoffman. Finds Jaden Cornea for the go-ahead basket. That put the Rebels up. They didn't look back from there. That is the play of the game for the boys. On the girls' side, I think you really have to give it to a couple defensive efforts, as I'm trying to think back. For the girls, though, I'd say that whole entire second half of the second quarter is probably the play of the game for them. That's where they really pushed it out and were able to get away from the Lions. Now we're going to go to our player of the game. Once again, it's kind of tough only being here for half the game to really say who made the most impact. But in the half that I saw, I think you have to give the player of the game to Trey Walker. Walker was the one that forced the offensive foul after he missed a couple free throws. But you can also give a 1-8 to Hunter Pace, who makes the key layup the key free throw at the end. But in that last minute, there was a couple Rebels that played really, really well. In fact, all 5 did, as they didn't allow anything easy. Rebels are able to come away with the win. When we come back, we'll have one last calendar update for you before we head off for the night. You listen to a special presentation of Rich Rebels basketball on 98.3 FM and online at mylocalradio.com.
When you drive on the best tires that are rotated, balanced, and inflated properly, you can save money 2 ways. The best tires can reduce wear and tear on your vehicle. That saves you money in the long run. The best tires can also improve your overall miles per gallon. That helps you save every time to fill up at the pump. At Freeway Tire in Evanston, we offer the best tires with the best service for every vehicle. Make sure you're running on the best tires you can. Visit Freeway Tire today, 217 Bear River Drive, Evanston.
Rich School District has a legendary history of student success in the classroom and in other areas. Over 70% of Rich High students are involved in extracurricular activities. Participation in the classroom, on the field, in the gym, or on the stage helps students reach their potential. Working together with students, the community, and an amazing staff, we have the opportunity to build tomorrow's leaders. Rich School District, focusing on success, one student at a time.
When you think about Bear Lake, think family, fun, fishing, beaches, boats, green, and great food. Think water, wildlife, trails, and shakes, snow, scenery, and sun. Think summer. Go to bearlake.org and plan your visit today. Visit Scenic Idaho.
When you drive on the best tires that are rotated, balanced, and inflated properly, you can save money 2 ways. The best tires can reduce wear and tear on your vehicle. That saves you money in the long run. The best tires can also improve your overall miles per gallon. That helps you save every time to fill up at the pump. At Freeway Tire in Evanston, we offer the best tires with the best service for every vehicle. Make sure you're running on the best tires you can. Visit Freeway Tire today, 217 Bear River Drive, Evanston.
Rich School District has a legendary history of student success in the classroom and in other areas. Over 70% of Rich High students are involved in extracurricular activities. Participation in the classroom, on the field, in the gym, or on the stage helps students reach their potential. Working together with students, the community, and an amazing staff, we have the opportunity to build tomorrow's leaders. Rich School District, focusing on success, one student at a time.
When you think about Bear Lake, think family, fun, fishing, beaches, boats, green, and great food. Think water, wildlife, trails, and shakes, snow, scenery, and sun. Think summer. Go to bearlake.org and plan your visit today. Visit Scenic Idaho.
Welcome back to the Les Schwab Plains Tires broadcast booth and the Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Rebels basketball on 98.3 FM and online at mylocalradio.com. As we have one last Bear Lake Convention and Visitors Bureau calendar update for you as the Rebels, both Rebels teams advance as they will play tomorrow. It'll be the Rich Rebels girls at 4 p.m. and the boys will play at 7. I believe the boys are playing Panguitch. Girls were to be determined as that game was going on at the same time as ours. So we'll find that out for you. It could very well be Rich versus Panguitch, both sides. But we want to thank you for listening today, and if you can use any of our sponsors, please do, as this will do it for us here from Richfield High School.
The proceeding has been a wholly owned production of mylocalradio.com and Cook Brothers Broadcasting, LLC, no portion of which may be used or rebroadcast without the express written consent of Cook Brothers Broadcasting, LLC. Thank you for joining us for this sports presentation on mylocalradio.com.